And I said, "Hey, yeah, 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 hey, hey, yeah, yeah." I said, "Hey,
Hey, what's up?
what's going on?" And I said,
Hey,
"Hey,
what's
yeah,
up?
yeah, yeah, hey,
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 what's
yeah,
up?
yeah." I said, "Hey, what's going on?"
I just wanted to say, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to say I'm here. Uh, no one's gonna watch this, and I never plan anything out, and that's probably why nobody watches, because I never plan anything out. I just turn the thing on and start recording, because I will sit here in front of this desk, in front of this microphone, and I will just look at the screen, and I'll mess with the lights and try to make it look like something. And I learned this from Neil Gaiman. He's a personal friend of mine. It's a guy named Neil, and he's a gay man. I don't have a rim shot here. Oh, actually, I do. I learned this from Neil Gaiman, not the author that you all know, but this guy named Neil, who's a gay man. And Neil Gaiman said that one of the writing tricks that he uses is to he sits at his desk and he sits in front of his desk with his computer open, with the blank screen, ready to write the next hit graphic novel or whatever book that he's going to write. And if he's got writer's block, if he's no ideas are coming to him, he sits at his desk and he can either do one of two things that he allows himself to do. It's he either writes, he either starts typing and writes something, or he just sits and kind of just looks at the screen or looks out the window or whatever, but he can't leave his desk. So he said that works for him to just start writing. And for me, sometimes that works too, because I'll sit here and I'll just have the laptop camera webcam pointed at me, and I'm just like in my head, I'm like, I want to go live. I want to do something. I want to make something. I want to create something. I want to manifest content, and I won't leave this desk until it happens. And here it is. It's happening. I turned it on. I don't have a plan. I did figure out that I wanted to play music in the background, so we're going to do that. This is from this album that I made. I'm going to just keep it low in the background, just so there's like a little extra layer. I hope that's audible. So I'll keep it low so there's like a little extra layer. This is music that I recorded back in 2013. It's from an album called Dark Energy. But this live stream isn't about that. I just need this. I need something to be in the background so it's not too quiet. It's really echoey in here. It's really echoey because I don't have a lot of stuff in here. It's got a natural reverb to it. The room is very, very echoey. I don't know if you've noticed how echoey the room is. So we're talking about the news. This is a news channel, nothing else. I only talk about the news. I don't play drums live on this channel. I don't play instruments live. It's a very echoey room today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it sounds like I'm inside of a cathedral. This is the Temple of the Scroll you're watching today. I've had a great day today. I ate a breakfast burrito. It was delicious. Chorizo and egg from my favorite Mexican restaurant. It was amazing. It was extra good today. They actually added more chorizo today. It was pretty amazing. Usually they scam you. They skimp on the meat, and then they just you order a breakfast burrito, and then they just give you eggs and potatoes, and there's like a little sprinkles of meat throughout, and that really pisses me off. It really makes me pretty angry when that happens, when they just I paid for this thing, this burrito, this inflationary burrito. The amount that it cost me, you're going to have enough money to buy more supplies to make me a real goddamn burrito with actual actually the right amount of meat in it. You know what I mean? Don't skimp on the meat. Oh, what do you think it is about your chili? It's the meat. We never skimp on the meat. Oh, what's that? Is that a bone? Oh, it's probably one of those hard peppercorns. Never skimp on the meat. Never skimp on the meat, everybody. Yeah, don't leave the meat out of things. Don't leave the beef out. That's another thing that people are missing. People have tried to be too nice throughout the ages, too kind to one another. And what has kindness gotten us? It gets us assassinated. It gets us abused. Oh, and it's okay to abuse a certain sector of people, a certain people with a certain type of skin color, isn't it? It's okay to shit on them, tell them they're unhip and not cool, right? We're not cool, man. We're not cool enough. Well, let me ask you this. Am I cool enough, motherfucker? Am I cool enough, you MFing son of a biscuit? You son of a shit. Am I good enough for you now? Am I cool enough? I am. I've always been cool enough, man. Everybody's always... I'm arguing this point for the other white nerds out there that aren't cool enough, that never were cool enough. I'm going to be your champion now. I'm going to argue for you. The time has come. You're not going to just kill our guys and get away with it. We're going to turn all of our memes, all of our humor, everything against you now. That's it. No more feeling guilty. I stopped this show in 2020. I started this show in 2020, and then I got so bummed out about everything that was happening. I started it early 2020, and I got so bummed out after the social unrest. I was just, because I was having a good time just kind of scrolling through shit and making fun of it and finding a way to make comedy out of it, make humor out of it. And then it just wasn't fun anymore for me. It really affected me. I let it affect me. You know, I'm a sensitive guy. You know what I mean? If you stick around long enough, you're going to learn that how sensitive I am, and you know how bothered I am by everything. And I give up very easily. I'm not consistent with things. I give up when it comes to like creating shit, you know, because it's hard to just set the time aside. I'm so busy every day. You know, I work 6 full-time jobs. I work 48 hours a day, 8 days a week, like the Beatles. There's never any time for creativity, you know. And I have to play GTA Online. I have to play it. I have to just go sit down and play for 5 hours straight at the very bare minimum. So how am I supposed to have time to sit and create some stuff for YouTube and for content? Oh, good. Jesus, excuse me. I don't mean to be rude and burp into the camera and stuff. The thing that sucks about my setup here, I wanted the music in the background. I think I read it. I think you guys are able to hear it if anybody's out there. Is anyone out there? Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? It's from one of my favorite movies. I'm not going to say what it is. I'll just let you guess. Type it in the comments. We're on subscriber mode only. And I have 0 people in the box, 0 people watching. And that's going to change sometime because you know what? I've been watching Mr. Beast. I'm going to flip the whole fucking script on you guys. I'm going to change it all around. See, I already messed up. I don't know if Mr. Beast ever cursed, said words, you know. I don't know if Mr. Beast ever said words. Ooh, words. Watch out, words. Words are coming. So, you know, I've been sitting here thinking about life, thinking about what I want to ask Grok, you know, since God has been so silent lately. I'm just kidding. I don't mean to attack God or myself or spirituality. It's my attempt at a joke. Don't get your panties in a bunch. I'm still a Christian warrior. And of course, I am flawed, like you. See, I'm flawed in a cool way. You're just gay. You know what I mean? You're just a weirdo, weird gay guy that thinks he's self-righteous. Doesn't think he's self-righteous is a negative thing, right? You think you're righteous because you don't curse and you go to church or whatever it is you do. Whatever. We're still on the same team, though. We're still Team Charlie Kirk. Don't ever forget that. When you're trying to put me down for saying the F word or the whatever iteration of the F word. Also, there's a couple of F words you're not supposed to say around liberals and offended evangelicals. You know what I mean? But you evangelicals are not the enemy. Liberals are the enemy. We've decided now. Liberals are the enemy. Hey, they've been kind of mosquito biting us for years, haven't they? Not anymore. Not anymore, my friends. We got some law and order happening. It's what the people want. People trying to get to work, and you got Antifa blocking the highways, blocking the streets, burning down buildings. All that shit we got to pay for as taxpayers. We all have to pay for it, for all the damage. But that's part of the plan, isn't it? Part of the Marxist plan to take down our system, erode our families, take down our religion, our institution of whatever, capitalism, all the things that we love and enjoy, all the things that they use and love on a daily basis. You know, there would be no LGBTQ shows on Netflix if you took down the capitalist system. When are you going to learn? You're on our side. If you like entertainment and you like all those things, we're all on the same side here. And no, I'm not going to cancel Netflix because the Ed Gein story is on. Monster, the Ed Gein story by Ryan Murphy, by the creators of American Horror Story. I'm not canceling Netflix. It's got to be something really bad for me to cancel Netflix. It's going to take a miracle for me to cancel Netflix, because every once in a while there's a documentary on there that I really love, like that the phone number one. What's the phone call one where the girl is at high school getting all these harassing phone calls, or not phone harassing text messages. You know, I'm not going to spoil it for you. You got to watch that. You got to find that one. But they used one of the parents from the documentary because of how odd she looks, and they've been using her as a meme. So that's like the modern day Tiger King. Pretty cool. So we're going to ask Grok, you know, what's going on? What's going on in pop culture? That's what we're going to ask. Pop culture. And I'm going to try to keep the silence away from you. I'm going to try to just keep rambling on, talking, give you a voice to listen to while you take a shower, while you're driving. If you perchance come across this, I think that I am shadow banned or blocked or something. I think India might be upset with me because nobody's coming in here. Somebody came in for a second and liked it, and then they went away. So somebody that probably knows me personally, and they can't dare watch this because it would hurt their ego to see how fucking cool I am, man. To see, look how cool this looks. Look at this. Look how good and I'm using the shittiest equipment of all time. And they know, like, they could have a state-of-the-art studio with $1 million budget and they wouldn't be able to make it look like this. That's people in my personal life. That's how it goes. Jealousy. That's how it goes. And so you're going to come in, you're going to, God bless the person that came in real quick, liked and left. You know, at least they did that. You know, there's people that have avoiding me for years. But you're not going to be able to avoid me when I'm as big as Mr. Beast. Get ready. Get ready, because here I come. What's going on in pop culture? Lately. What should I say today? let's say today. What's going on in pop culture today? We'll narrow it down all the way down to right now. Be here now, like Ram Dass has said in the past. Ram Dass doesn't say anything anymore, does he? He's gone. God bless. God rest his soul. Pop Culture Buzz on October 7th, 2025. Tell me, bro, what happened in 2002? Mr. Cole, what happened in 2002? Mr. Cole? Mr. Cole. That's from a show. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to tell anybody any of the references. I will tell you if something's from a show or if I just made it up on the spot. But tell me, what happened in 2025 on October 7th? Hey. It starts off with hey. It says, hey, comma. It's a lively Tuesday in pop culture. Oh, this is so interesting. Paris Fashion Week is still in the spotlight with K-pop icons and bold looks. Taylor Swift's latest drop is sparking endless chatter, and there's fresh drama across music, film, and social media trends. Here's a quick roundup of the biggest stories making waves today. Music. Swifties divided. Collabs heating up. Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl, fresh off yesterday's release. The album is shattering streaming records but facing backlash for its simmering beef with another unnamed pop star and overly personal lyrics about her engagement to Travis Kelce. Fans are dissecting tracks like a hot gossip deep dive, while critics call it a reflective pivot on fame and the internet. Swifties are trending. Taylor Swift. What does that say? Taylor Swift. It's a hashtag. I gotta read it. It's a one-word hashtag. It's hard for me to see. Taylor Swift. I can't read this. Is Taylor Swift is over party? What? Taylor Swift's never over. Taylor Swift. Let me reiterate that for you. Nobody says Taylor Swift's over. You got that wrong. Whoever, if that's a negative towards her, no, she's not over. But it's still dominating charts. Expect Grammy buzz already. Okay, that's our first pop culture story of today. What's the next one? BTS's Jungkook rules socials amid the Swift frenzy and PFW chaos. Jungkook snagged the top 3 spots in global entertainment, fashion, music, and news trends on X yesterday. His SNS King status is unbreakable, with fans hyping his influence over even major album drops. Never heard of him, don't give a fuck, don't care. Upcoming drops and awards. Fauzia's indie debut film noir out November 7th has vocal powerhouses buzzing. Her teasers are being called timeless. Alina Tilke's. Alina Tilke's. Oh God, there's too many words that don't make any sense. Curla just got NAMI consideration. So I'm going to call the Grammys from now on NAMIs. Grammy consideration for Best Global Music Album, a huge win for Turkish pop. Meanwhile, that's why I couldn't read the words. It's Turkish. Meanwhile, the 2025 MTV Europe Music Awards noms are delayed due to Paramount drama. Ariana Grande's holding the record for Best Song, nods from last year. Best Song, are we talking about the one from The Wizard of Oz? You know, I couldn't watch. I wanted to see that movie. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't watch it. I couldn't get to it to watch it. I don't know what happened. You know, I seen the ad. It's probably because I saw the ad 300 million times before the film came out and during its showing at theaters. I saw the ad so many times. Yeah, this is a brutal live stream. When I play the drums, see, when I talk, they don't want to hear what I have to say. The powers that be don't want me to speak. They don't want me to express myself. I don't have a voice. All I can do is play the drums and shut the fuck up. That's all they want me to do. But with your help, if somebody sees this, I need you to always watch me whenever I go live, even if it's 3 a.m. in the morning and you get a notification on your phone that wakes you up in the middle of the night. I need you to support me by watching me, by showing up, engaging, liking everything I do, even when what I do is bad and terrible. I need you to like it anyway and support me. This world doesn't want me to speak, doesn't want what I have to offer. But you know what? I'm going to keep offering it. I'm going to keep going. This music you hear in the background, I made this, by the way. That's how cool I am. That's how awesome I am. Nostalgic Hits. Little Mix's 2013 bop Move is resurfacing as a timeless throwback, while Summer Walker's blurring her classic album covers on Apple Music. Fans speculate a re-release or a third installment in her Over It series. Okay, I don't know who that is. I was living under a rock in 2013. Well, you know what? I gotta fix this cord here. There we go. I don't want to mess this cord up. I think it's a cord to a light. Yeah. And I was wondering if maybe it's because I'm playing the music and YouTube's got to maybe the algorithm's trying to protect the music that I'm using, the music owner of the copyright owner of the music that I'm using, which happens to be me because I made the music. So I don't know. It might be something like that because it's officially, I'm pulling this off of YouTube. I'm playing this on YouTube while also live streaming on YouTube. So I'm going to just not have the music for a while and just have my beautiful, soothing late night voice, even though it's 4:34 p.m. here in California. So what are we going to talk about? What else is in pop culture news here? Let's take a look. I'm asking Grok. I ask Grok everything these days. It's a lot of fun, and it's getting me back into reading by typing things in and then reading its long explanations here. So Paris Fashion Week couldn't give less of a shit. Film and TV, disaster dramas and throwbacks, new releases. Matthew McConaughey and America Ferrera star in The Lost Bus, a harrowing wildfire evac thriller based on the 2018 Campfire. It's being touted as a climate wake-up call and awards contender Dwayne Johnson's. Oh wait, an awards contender. It's a climate wake-up call and awards contender. Okay, I get it now. I just remember I saw the trailer for this recently. It looks good, man. And everything McConaughey does is good. McConaughey can do no wrong in my books. Dwayne Johnson's The Smashing Machine biopic on UFC champ Mark Kerr is pulling classic Oscar moves with its addiction storyline. Oh, how fun is that? It's always fun to watch a guy suffer going through addiction. A24. They always like to make us suffer, right? A24. Yeah, I like a lot of their stuff. I like the look to their films. Those close-up art house style shots and the beautiful colors and stuff. And they got some interesting storylines. I don't quite mind A24. It doesn't bother me. I will be seeing Smashing Machine eventually. I remember watching the documentary long ago about Mark Kerr, the fighter. It's a great title too. That's why I watched it, because it was called The Smashing Machine. It's pretty cool. Anticipation builds. Stranger Things season 5, Percy Jackson season 2, and The Black Mirror season 7 with Aquafina. Oh, great! Can't wait to watch Aquafina. One of my favorites. That was sarcasm. Issa Rae. Don't really know. I've seen that name before. Don't know who it is. And more are looming large. Fans are packing calendars. 20 years since Brokeback Mountain. Oh, it's been only 20 years. Wow. Seems like that movie came out yesterday. Still haven't seen it. Hollywood's reflecting on its risky queer romance legacy. Oh, risky queer. And in 2003, come on, man. We lived through the whole 90s where nobody cared about gay shit, queer stuff. Nobody cared. Nobody cared in 2003. You had a major movie with major actors in it. Nobody cared. I didn't see it because it didn't interest me, to be honest. It still doesn't interest me. But I'll watch it someday just to give it a fair shot. I'll watch it with my eyes closed. Al Shenanigans, fake celeb videos. Oh, Al. Al Shenanigans. That's my new DJ name, Al Shenanigans.
Hey, what's up? I just wanted to say, yeah.
Al Shenanigans. AI Shenanigans. AI Shenanigans. Fake celeb videos, think outrageous scenarios via apps are exploding on socials. ABC calling it the next big brainwatt. Oh my God, I can't speak. Brainwatt. The next big brainwatt phase. Calling it the next brainwatt. The next big brain rot wave. ABC's calling it the next big brain rot wave, with warnings about deepfakes. Fandom in debates. Gaylor theories and Kissgate are gaining traction in Swift circles, with Chappelle Roan's Pink Pony Club performance is predicted as 2025's top song. And that song came out a while back, didn't it? Didn't it come out a few years ago? Indie revival vibes hint at, I don't know what all this is about. I don't know what's going on with this. This isn't really that interesting, is it? Pop culture. To me, what's more popular than this horse shit that I just read? What's more popular is civil unrest, National Guard, Civil War, right? Civil War. When the Civil War is going on. So I was about to say, when it kicks off, I'm just gonna do ASMR. I'm not gonna talk about it. But I'm doing it now. The Civil War is going on, and I'm doing ASMR. I don't even know if my audio is probably not that good. The mic is good. I just don't know how to get the audio up, like make it big and warm and powerful. I don't know how to do it, but
Hello. Come. Love you guys.
And
let's see. Where's it at?
Hello.
I just want to say, oh, there we go. That's a good one. That made me, just hitting that bell made me hungry. I haven't had dinner yet. It's not dinner or supper time yet, I don't think. But I'm a big fat ass these days. All I do is eat. All I do is eat. And I live stream. When I live stream drumming, that's when I'm a big success. I'm really famous. I'm really popular when I live stream drumming. People really like that one. And I think YouTube doesn't know what to do with me, because I don't do one thing always, because that really fucking bothers me. I'm going to rant now about my life and about the terrible aspects of humans and life, because that's what people want to, people love that kind of stuff. They can relate to it, I guess. Do you ever get the sense that people want to box you in so that they can have something over you? Like they kind of like, this is what you do. This is your lane. Stay in it. Stay in your lane. You know. And I know, I feel closed in by that, but maybe I shouldn't feel closed in because there are some people that just do one thing and they become masters of it. Like if I just played the drums, I'd probably be a master drummer. Or if I just if I just talked into a mic like this, it would get better, and I would become a master at that. You know, I guess that's how it works. But I don't like the way it makes me feel to just do one thing. I don't know what that is, but there is a momentum. You see, when you do the same thing, you build a momentum. You start building upon doing the same thing every day. It's talking into a mic. Build upon that momentum. I'm going to turn this channel probably into a news channel where it's all news, all the 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I noticed that Taylor Swift's album came out. I haven't listened to it because there's too many videos talking about the Charlie Kirk assassination. Like, I find all of that stuff. I think that's bigger. That news is bigger. Those things are doing the bigger numbers now. And I do find it more interesting than listening to a new album from somebody who has been around forever, not really interested in. It's not that I don't like her music, I'm just not really interested in it. You know what I mean? Um, I've been watching a lot of YouTube, a lot of guys on YouTube talking about ballistics, talking about how a 30-06 bullet could not make the wound that we saw on Charlie Kirk's neck. I mean, that right away, I think you can throw that gun, the official narrative, out because of all of the holes in it. I think you can throw the official narrative out because that's crazy. Anybody that's ever shot one of those guns, any hunter could tell you that there's no way that that's the gun that was used, man. There's a lot of conspiracy theories and things. There's one of the new ones is that there's, where's all the blood? The guys that were the first, I guess, I don't know if you call them the first responders, the first guys that started to, what would you say, respond to his shooting, like when he fell over onto the ground. The first guys there, they didn't look like they were responding to a man that had just been shot by a sniper, or a man that was injured, a man that was shot. The looks on their faces, one of them was even kind of smiling, and you could say that was like a nervous reaction or something. And then you get to see some of their hands, and they don't have any blood on their hands. Nobody's pulling a belt off. Nobody's pulling a shirt off to tie the wound. Very suspicious things with that case, right? The look of it is very suspicious. And I don't know what's going on with that thing, but I do know that even if it was fake, we can still judge the liberals for their reaction to it. The people on the left, the shithills, and I'm sure not everybody on the left did this, but there was a large amount of people that reacted positively towards it, and they said it should have been more things. More conservatives should be killed. Yeah, they had a list of more people that should be assassinated, or talking about his family. His family needs to go too, and all of this stuff. So I have a conspiracy theory type of brain. So I always, in the back of my head, and also because the narrative is so messed up, the official narrative is just so unbelievable that I often go to these places because we get lied to so much. We are always lied to, and they give us these narratives that are just incredibly unbelievable to that. I think that phrase is a redundancy, a redundant phrase, but they are incredibly unbelievable. They're unbelievably unbelievable. And so we can't believe them. We got to dig into the stories like what Candace Owens is doing and Ian Carroll and all these guys. You got to keep digging into the story. And, and I think about that. I'm like, do I want to do that? Because I'm kind of inspired to do that, to kind of look deeper into that and make videos about it and stuff. But then that's going to become my life. Then I have to see what I mean. I have to do that thing now. That's who I am. That one thing is what I have to do. And then the numbers, you start looking at the numbers. You're like, oh, I need to do that more. And you get influenced by the numbers that you're making. Just like the drum thing. It's like, oh, then I get a lot of numbers playing drums live. Maybe I should just only play drums. Ah, what a relief. I know what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. What a relief. I know what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. It's crazy to talk to yourself. You know how insane it is for a guy to just look at a screen and talk to himself for however long I'm going to be doing this live stream, however long you do your live stream. Do you know how mentally ill that is? And one thing I notice about talk radio guys, when it's like a one-man show and they don't have somebody to talk to, they kind of get angry. They kind of go into a dark place and they talk about themselves a lot, and I know I've done that before, but they they're very like disturbed and they go into an anger, and people like to see that. It's interesting. People can relate to it. And what I've noticed with the interview style of podcast, you have somebody there across from you, you're never going to run out of things to talk about. It's going to keep going back and forth, and like if you're Joe Rogan, you always have the go-to hunting story or a jiu-jitsu story or something that a lot of people have criticized, but I mean, at least he's interested in something, right? That he can talk about for hours and hours upon end, episodes for decades. He can talk about hunting werewolves or whatever it is that he talks about hunting. So, it's a pretty cool thing to be interested in something, but it's also even more cool to have somebody to talk to. And I have no one here. No one has commented as far as I know. It's either that or, I'm not seeing the chat. Maybe my chat is not working. That could be a thing. I wish that's what it was, but I know that's not what it is. It's because I'm on here using my voice and not my drums. The universe has programmed me. My program from the universe is to play drums, and that's it. That's the only thing I'm allowed to do is play drums. Can you believe it? And you're probably saying to yourself, well, Mark, at least you have a program. I don't have a program. I don't know what to do with myself, And I would say, yeah, just go with the program then. If you have a program. And if you don't have a program, then create one, right? I got to check to see if I'm going to check to see if I'm live, if I can hear myself on here. Check to see if I'm live. If I can hear myself on here. Check to see if I'm live. I can hear myself. Echoes. I can hear myself. Echoes. Okay, it works. It works. We're doing good. I'm live. Here I am, watching myself, talking to myself, becoming more mentally ill as the days go on. And I got 3 likes. One of them's from me, and there's 2 mystery likes. Because you have to like your own stream, right? It would be crazy to not like your own stream at the very least. But this is a very meta discussion here, talking about the inner workings. Have you ever noticed the most successful things on YouTube are just talking about YouTube? Making a YouTube channel to talk about YouTube channels and how you can start your own YouTube channel and how to do it, how to be successful starting your own YouTube channel. And at the end of this, I got a course that I'm going to sell to you. You ever notice that? Isn't that wild? Isn't that weird, man? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? There's a lot of crazy people on YouTube that I like to watch. There's this one guy, this guy.
Hello.
Well, he's not on YouTube. That was a different. I thought I was going to hit a different sample there.
Love you guys.
Yeah, what are we going to talk about? We're 40 minutes in. I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm going to ask Grok. Have you ever asked Grok what to do with your life? Let's see. I've been doing this because, people say the word chat GPT so much that it has bothered me and I'm never going to use it again. So I just go to Grok, and I ask all these questions. We are going to ask Grok, what should I do with my life? What should I do with my life? Oh, talk about politics and religion. I knew it. I knew I was supposed to do that. I knew it. That's the answer I got. I'm just kidding. I'm going to read the answer. Figuring out what to do with your life is a big question, and it's okay if it feels overwhelming. Most people wrestle with this at some point. The answer depends on your values, interests, and circumstances. But here's a framework to help you think it through without getting lost in the void. Reflect on what lights you up. Like that lights me up right there. And then one over there. And then there's this one back here that lights me up. So I'm going to reflect on what's lighting me up. I'm going to sit and reflect on what's lighting me up real quick. Hold on. Yep, I'm having a reflecting moment on what's lighting me up here. Think about moments when you felt engaged or fulfilled. I've only felt engaged and fulfilled when I was doing scroll sessions. So I think I'm in the right place. I think I'm doing the right thing. Maybe you guys can let me know. Maybe you guys should just tell me I should probably just stop doing this, right? Let me know if you think I should stop doing this, and I will listen to you and I will stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? I listen to every word. I only listen to you guys and nothing else. And you direct the way that my life goes. I hope you know that. I hope you know that my life is directed by comments on YouTube. My entire life is directed by comments on YouTube, baby. So leave me some comments, please. Please leave me some comments and tell me which way I should go with my life. How you will be the director of my life. How about that? Especially if I can start receiving super chats and I'll just do what you guys tell me to. Just kidding. I won't. I won't, because I'm a contrarian. And that's something I can't really change about myself either. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried to change my contrarian nature. And I don't think it's possible. So, we're continuing here. I asked Grok, what am I supposed to do with my life? And it says, reflect on what lights you up. Think about moments when you felt engaged or fulfilled. What were you doing? Were you creating, solving problems, helping others, or exploring? If you're into gaming, like building that high-end PC you asked about before, hey, because I asked about a high-end PC for gaming, or live streaming from our chat about YouTube. See? Because I've asked Grok so many questions on how to build, how to make something, or how do I get this thing to work, or that thing. Maybe there's a thread there. Content creation, game design, or community building. See, I'm trapped. I'm trapped by my own algorithm. We've proved it here. We are all trapped in our own algorithm, and there's no way out. We are lost. This is it. This is the end. I won't be. I have to use an AI chat system that I have never used before. so I can start with a clean slate, because it's going to recommend me all of this shit that hasn't helped me at all or changed my life at all. Gaming has just stolen time from me, and it has just numbed my pain, the pain of existing. All the hours that I have wasted playing video games, my entire life, a waste. I haven't made 1 cent playing a video game also, so I have nothing to show for it. So this grok is, I disagree with this. Community content creation, game design, or community building could be worth exploring. Community building. That's what I'm doing here with all you beautiful folks that are oh wait, I have 0 people watching. Dang it. So much for community building, huh? Okay. Maybe there's a thread. Oh yeah, I already read that. Write down 3 to 5 things that genuinely excite you, even if they seem small. That's an inappropriate joke about someone's wiener size. You know, things that excite you, even if they seem small. That's what she said. And it's not a funny joke at all. Don't laugh at that. There are men that are in pain because of how small they are, how short they are, how small their wieners are, and how bald they are. We as men, we find a lot of ways to be in pain, and I'm not making fun of it at all because I don't do any jokes on this channel. It's all serious all the time, baby. You know you can trust me to be serious and miserable with you. I'm in this with you, my brothers. I am with you. Don't ever question my loyalty to the brotherhood of men. Number 2, assess your skills and strengths. What are you good at, naturally or through practice? This doesn't have to be, quote, marketable yet. Just honest. Are you a problem solver, a communicator, or maybe great at organizing chaos? If you're drawn to numbers, like your stock question, see, because I ask about stocks too. See this thing, it knows everything about me. Maybe finance or data analysis could be fit. Match these to your interests to narrow down paths. Experiment small. You don't need a grand life plan. Try small, low-risk steps. If you're curious about a field, take a free online course. Or volunteer for a project. If live streaming football games still interests you, which I've been doing recently. Well, I haven't been live streaming football games. I've been watching people's live streams, and I've tried to figure out how they're streaming the games and getting away with it. But I probably won't be doing that. I don't want any copyright strikes over here. Small experiments help you learn what feels right without committing your whole future. Small experiments. Talk to people. And this is where I'm not going to do this step because I don't talk. I don't go out of my house. I stay right here. You know, when this camera goes off, when I stop live streaming, you might imagine that I get up out of the chair and I go do other things in life. I don't. I stay right here. So I want you to I want you to know that's all that I am, is just a guy that sits right here. And that's all I will ever be, just so that you feel comfortable that I'm a regular guy just like you. All I ever do is I sit right here. It's very easy to figure out. I got this white void behind me. I got the neon light, which that might make you jealous a little bit because it's a pretty cool light. And I got some other lights on me, as you can see, at my choice of colors and how beautiful they are, how great I am at that. But I am just a regular guy that sits in front of the microphone and live streams every once in a while. I don't do anything else. I don't leave this space. And I thank you for listening to me justify my existence to you, to make you feel better about yourself, so that you're not too disconnected from me and what I'm saying here, so that you can say, "Oh, I like this guy. He's just a regular guy. He just sits there like I do and doesn't go outside." So you're welcome, by the way. Talk to people. It says connect with folks doing things you're curious about. Ask them what their day to day is like, what sucks, and what they love. Platforms like LinkedIn or even X can help you find people to DM or follow. If you're into pop culture, maybe chat with content creators or writers in that space. Accept the messiness. And that's what I'm asking you guys to do. Accept the messiness of this. Please don't come and kill me for not having loud enough audio, or because the colors are not good, because of the live stream, the video is not good. I know the video is not good. I can see that the video is not good just because of and that's from the using a webcam on a laptop. Not a very powerful laptop at that. Life isn't a straight line. You might try something, hate it, and pivot. That's not failure, it's data. Most people's paths zigzag. For example, if you're worried about wasting time, remember that even Mr. Beast's 10-year video experiment, which you asked about, was a small bet that paid off later. That's true. See, now I'm re-inspired again. I have hope once again. So I'm going to just keep doing this until I get to the level of Mr. Beast. And then I'm going to hang out, and he's going to be my best friend, even though he's young enough to be my son, which would be weird to have a best friend that age. So I'm probably not going to be friends with Mr. Beast. I'll probably never talk to him ever. Yeah, I'm not going to know Mr. Beast ever in my life, but I'm going to be as big as him, or bigger maybe. You never know what's going to happen. All you got to do, Mark, is just keep going forward. Keep going forward. Don't give up. You got to keep going. There's a guy on YouTube that I watch. He posts every day, man. He doesn't really offer much. He doesn't really talk about anything. He just says, "Hey, what's up? I make videos." He's doesn't really offer anything. He doesn't really tell any stories. He doesn't talk. But he makes a video every day of himself not offering it. It's very bizarre. I'm intrigued by it. I love it. I would watch it. And I watch his videos every day. And sometimes he sings stuff. Sometimes he sings R&B songs. So I guess he does offer something. It's entertainment, right? Singing, does dance, like TikTok style dances, but he keeps going. That's the thing. He never gives up. Even though he doesn't get that many views. He got 1,000 subscribers recently, though. So bravo, my friend. You did it. Now you just got to get those watch hours up. That's where we're both in the same place. We need those watch hours up. But it's hard to get watch hours when people aren't watching. So the universe tells me, Mark, play the drums. And so I guess I'm going to play the drums. Because that's, I think the algorithm knows about, it knows the difference between music is playing and a guy is talking. And usually how it's gone in my life, whenever I open my mouth, whenever I talk, I get in trouble or people hate me. I don't know what it is. I wonder what it could be. Maybe I'm an asshole. Not really. I'm not. I'm a really great person. I'm awesome. And I would never be a narcissist like you. Somebody like me could never be a narcissist. Ever. I'm perfect and righteous. And I'm going to heaven in the rapture. Oh, wait, I forgot. We missed the rapture. We're fucked. Sorry about that, guys. Whoever's here listening to this later in the future, if you find this video, if you're lurking around watching my stuff, like some of my friends do, they lurk and they don't contribute anything. They don't keep my channel going. They just lurk. I mean, lurking actually helps too when you're watching. You're watching it. I'm getting some watch hours. Thank God that you're there watching. It's amazing. What an amazing world we live in where I can live stream and just talk about nothing, absolutely nothing. But there are some important topics today, but that'll be for another live stream. This one was just to see how long I could go just bullshitting, how long I could go just speaking and talking. You know, somebody commented not too long ago, what actually are you doing? You drunk? And you know, how could you comment something like that? Do you know how much that hurt me? Do you know how much your comment really hurt me? And I think about it every day. I think about that comment. I go to sleep thinking about it. I wake up thinking about it, and it just really is so mean, you know, to say you drunk to someone with your little pissy fucking I can hear your attitude with that comment. My musical journey, let it go, bro. Thank you. Finally, I extracted a comment out of somebody. See that Ivan is my musical success journey. Ivan, I've been just sitting here bullshitting, just waiting for somebody to speak back. Yeah, but that comment, it really hurt so bad. You know, it really affected me. So you won, whoever commented that. I don't remember the guy's name, but he said, "You drunk?" Oh, this is how, when I read the comment, this is how I hear it. You drunk? You drunk? That's how I hear it. You know what I'm saying? I hear it whenever I get a kind of like a nasty judgmental comment or something. What are you actually doing? That's the point. I'm doing nothing and filming it. Come on, we know this, right? See, Ivan is doing, when he goes live, he's playing music. He's doing something, and you know, he's seen me play the drums before. I'm doing something. But isn't me just sitting here bullshitting with you? That's doing something too. Isn't that valuable? I think it is. I like people that just sit and talk, and they live stream too. And I am forcing and challenging myself to get back into doing that. And see, Ivan, if you're not familiar with my past, that's what one of the things that made me so consistent with this channel, or the first thing I was consistent at with this channel, was this. You know, just sitting with the microphone, talking, you know, messing around, making jokes, being funny, or what I think is funny. You may not think it's funny, but that got me going, you know. And I would wake up and I was excited to do the channel because I had something to do. I was like, and I would take notes, and I would look at pop culture stuff or news items or whatever, and then I would write bullet points and then kind of improvise off of that. And I got a lot out of that, just kind of spiritually or mentally, or you know, I got a lot of enjoyment out of it, a lot of fulfillment. And so I know that that's probably something that I should keep doing, and I kind of just let it go. You know, I just stopped being consistent and just kind of let it go. And every once in a while, I'd come back and get on the mic and talk. But it's something I really like to do. I love playing the drums too, but it's like I probably have to stop playing the drums so much because I'm usually like half deaf by the time I'm done playing the drums. It's crazy. It's crazy. I have like my right ear goes deaf. It's weird. And this would happen too sometimes when I would sing, you know, like I would be recording my singing and stuff, and or even talking too much. If I talk too loud for too long, my ear starts to go deaf. Does anybody else have that kind of thing? Ivan says, if I didn't have a job, I'd be on the mic and in front of the camera probably all the time because I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, I can see that you're good at it, man. You deserve more subscribers. You have, and then you have like a cool setup too. You got the multiple cameras. That's a really good thing, man. And keep going, keep doing it, because it's enjoyable whenever I get to catch it. It's cool, and that's all we can do is just keep going and keep making it happen and getting better at it, you know. And we're going to make it. We're going to get our channels monetized eventually. It's going to happen. You know, I need the watch hours. That's all I need now. I need the watch hours. It's going to happen. I'm going to stay positive. I can be very negative because I am a contrarian. I would consider myself a comedian. I talk a lot of shit sometimes. But I am serious about staying the course, keep going, keep recording. Even if you don't have anything to talk about and you know that you should make something, just turn the camera on and start talking. That's what I did today. And I hope that I keep doing I always talk myself out of doing it. I always, the way that our brains work, we always find a way to derail ourselves. We always find a way to stop doing what we, stop the course that we're on. I don't know if it's fear, if it's like, your ego trying to protect you. Hey, don't do that anymore. What are you going to talk? You don't have anything. Well, who are you to get behind a mic? You don't have anything to offer. That's, the ego. And you might have somebody in your life telling you that, which would be terrible if somebody in your life. And I've had people tell me things like that before, but not as much as what my own brain does to me. I did a couple of bands though, past 2 weekends, live streamed them, but I wasn't happy with the sound. That sucks. Well, at least you did it though. So you know what you need to improve on it. And the reason my comments kind of run on is because I use speech to text because I hate typing with my fat fingers. Yeah, I feel you, man. And and you know what? I want to give you a little conspiracy theory here. I think that the companies that make these phones, I think that they made the typing harder, and they made it to where it recorrects what you wrote, but it gives a different word or something. Because I noticed that at a certain time period where I would type something and it would fill in the blank with a word that didn't even make sense. There was a time where it would fill in, it knew what you were going to say next and it was correct. And this time it's like you'll type a word and it will correct it without you even correcting it. So yeah, I get why you wouldn't want to type. And I'm typing, I'm like, am I really that bad at typing? I can't hit these letters. It sucks, man. But yeah, it's like, I do have a paranoia about that. I think there's a word for it. I think it's called planned obsolescence, where they make the products worse so that you have to buy more. It breaks faster or it works inefficiently so that you're like, oh, I got to upgrade. You think you got to update, you got to download their updates, right? You can't just buy something that works right. Why are they doing this to us? Why do they do this to us? I know the answer to that. It's to take our money, take our time and our money, right? Well, I've gone an hour here. That was my goal, was to go an hour. Thank you, Ivan, for being here. My musical success journey. That is a very nice sounding mic. Is that a Shure? Yes, it is. It's the SM7B. Let's see if I think you can see it on the bottom. Yeah, it's the one that you see all the podcasters using it. SM7B. I used to use. I don't remember what the other mic was that I used to use, and I really loved it. Tube mic, and it sounded great too. This one, I want to get the audio louder, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Like probably have to buy the compressors and all that stuff. I've looked into it before. It's very expensive. I think you probably have all that stuff, right, Ivan? But I'm going to get out of here. I went an hour and 4 minutes. I exceeded my goal today. Cool, man. It's good seeing you, and keep going. Yes, indeed. I will keep going, and you go too. You keep going too. Keep recording, playing music, recording yourself, live streaming. That's awesome. We are going to win if we keep going. I know that's true. And it's just, the brain is just, it's an MFer. You know what I mean? Your own brain can mess you up sometimes. But I'm going to try to stay consistent. I'm going to try to keep going. So, okay, I have to turn this off. See the way my setup is so messed up here. I have to turn the music off so that I can do my samples here. And I can say,
Love you guys. Bye.
goodbye.